We tuned in. We're taking over the COSIGN magazine. This is K.D.s Custom Jewelry / Gym City.
Hey guys, what's good? And welcome to the COSIGN Life. If you're watching this video, that means you co-sign us and we co-sign you. So here are a couple of ways to support us at COSIGN Magazine. Number one, view the description below, click the link, and purchase an issue of COSIGN Magazine. Just like this one right here, physical. You can purchase this. Number two, you can also support us by purchasing COSIGN merch. Hit the link below and it'll take you to all our past merch items, and we'd love to have your support and see you wear COSIGN Magazine. What up, guys? Y'all tuned in to another episode of COSIGN Conversations. This one's the Diamond Edition. This one kind of special, man. I don't really get to interview family much, so I had to bring my cousin, my primo, my brother, K.D., founder of K.D.s Custom Jewelry, owner of Gym City Custom Jewelry. We're taking over for the jewelry game. If you're not getting your jewelry from K.D.s Custom Jewelry, Gym City, what are you doing?
Yeah, what is you doing?
Yeah,
what is you doing?
So my guy.
Hey, baby.
What's good, fam?
Man, you know, just soaking it all in, man. You know, it's been a crazy, very crazy year, you know, with the passing of my mom.
Yeah.
But the blessing of being able to run 2 jewelry stores now, you know, it's very different, man. Black owned, Panamanian
owned, black owned, bro. It's been a journey, man.
Yeah,
it's been a journey, bro. And you know, I've always wanted to really like do the tell-all story because shit, I witnessed a lot of it.
Yeah.
And you know, I've always been proud of you, man. I actually want to go back to the beginning because you know, people see you now.
Yeah.
They see, okay, K.D. got a shop across from the Cowboy Stadium in Arlington, prime location. Bam, K.D. got another shop.
Yeah.
Full jewelry shop.
Yeah.
Anything you want, we can get you.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, it's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
But it always wasn't like that.
No.
It always wasn't like that, bro. So
it was
okay. Okay, bro. We gotta go back.
So we gotta go back to the 2-door Cavalier.
2-door Cavalier, bro. You know what's crazy, bro? Even when you had a 2-door Cavalier, you carried yourself like you was already a millionaire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause you know you gotta you gotta see past what's going on, and a lot of people do that. You know, a lot of successful people. The car, that don't mean nothing. You see how many cars I run through, and it still to today don't mean nothing to me. It was fun to me because that's showing how far I came. It was the struggle, the hustle, and that just let me know, you know, even from falling off, taking chances and falling off and getting back up, falling off, getting back up. But every time it seemed like I fell off and came up, it was like I was falling off but coming back up higher, falling off, coming back higher. So, man, you got to keep your faith in God and look at your vision. Because I remember when I first started doing grills, I was dating a female. She was like, grills, that's ghetto. Who gonna want grills?
Right.
Next thing you know, that's what's really paying the bills. That's what's really, that's just constantly going, you know, from one generation to the next. You know, I'm just watching the cycle and it's steady going, you know.
Yeah, man. But how'd you even get into grills, right? So before grills, what were you doing?
Man, I hustled a little bit. I hustled, but I always kept a job, man. I worked for Fidelity Investments. I worked for Triad. I worked for FedEx.
Okay.
What is that? Casa Permanente. I always kept a job, but what I feel like was a good asset of what I experienced in working was the customer service, because that's the reason why I feel like I could deal with so many people now.
Right.
And regardless, they upset, they can come in there mad and want to do something, but once you speak logic and talk to them, that calm all that down. So, you know, I never had no incidents, but, you know, we make sure we take care of everybody. Like, you know, the customer is always right, you know. They just writing basics, so you just gotta modify it and let them see what's going on. But
paint the bigger picture.
Yeah, but really, I started off doing grills. You know, went out of town. I really got to give a shout out to C-Mac. You know, that's who really turned me on to the grill game, really. But
so he was doing grills?
Yeah, you know, he got the idea from New York. We went out to New York, and when we got back, people kept asking about grills and stuff like that. and we just asked the dude like what we need to do grills, and we bought a grill kit. We started sending it to them. We started doing grills. People around us was asking about it because they never seen it. Like that's another thing. People don't know that grills really came from the Grill Master Boys.
Okay.
You know, that's not like Dallas and Fort Worth and all that. Like, don't get it wrong. We got Dr. Lemon, Dr. Ash. That's the ones who were doing the permanents.
Right.
The teeth. But as far as grills, cutting off the earrings and putting it on the teeth and all that, we really put a stamp in it. It was a woman that was doing it that I remember. It was a black woman that was doing it,
okay.
But her business wasn't doing nothing. I mean, because I guess she didn't have that mentality to get out there and hustle. We was young.
Right.
And I think I was 19, 20 when I started it. So I was in the streets, I was doing my music and I was promoting it with the music just like Paul Wall and Johnny. It was just like...
This was before that though.
Yeah, it was before Paul Wall and Johnny. You're correct. It's just that Johnny had the jewelry store, which was a small jewelry store back then. And I don't know how him and Paul Wall ended up connecting. So, but they did do that. But before that, we was doing grills called Grill Master Boys. We was the first ones to have piece and change. We weren't even rapping. We just had a Grill Master piece, and that's what led us into doing the music.
Okay.
And started the Grill Master Boys, which was a label that C-Mac came up with. Then with that, I remember we was at 303 Mall in Arlington, but it just seemed like not disrespecting because I was raised in Fort Worth and Arlington, but Dallas just had more of a flavor for that. Right. So I talked to C-Mac and told him, man, let's try Big T. It was a spot that I used to go to and get clothes and shoes and stuff like that. And man, we did that. It was a wrap. I remember I was working for AmeriCredit. And I lied to him and told him I was going to college. I did a fake transcript and everything so I could get off early. Because I used to, I went in at like 7 o'clock and then I got off at like 2 o'clock. Then I'd leave and go to Big T. Yeah. And when I used to go to Big T, we was all the way in the back. It was a line of people just sitting on the floor waiting for us to open up. My mom thought I was selling drugs. I was like, I did a little something on, but this is not that. this is all from grills. So, I just had that vision. C-Mac C-Mac was still in tune with what he was doing. Yeah. So he kind of left it alone and I just took over and just ran with it.
So at first y'all were doing it together and then C-Mac was focused on something else. Yeah. He did that and then you took over completely.
Yeah. When we kind of branched off the grills, I don't remember what happened, but something happened that you start seeing grills at the stores. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that Nelly song, that Paul Wall and Nelly song came on, and it was like a big frenzy of grills. Right. So you go to the gas station, you buy grills and put them in for $20, and that stuff messed up the market.
Gotcha.
So when that happened, I was still doing grills. That's when I kind of fell off because I was young, I was making money. I never seen money like that. So I'm over here buying cars. We were young, flying out of town. We were doing, going on trips, and I wasn't into, I just thought it was which it did keep coming though, but I didn't think it was gonna be like that. So I would just focus on just getting, just enjoying my, my life, really. I wasn't saving or thinking. I didn't even think about no jewelry store at the time.
So you had 303 Mall, bro, and then the grill songs came out. People were getting. I remember people were getting those ready-made grills they put in their mouth. I think you had to melted or something.
Yeah, you had to boil it in the water or something like that.
So that really affected business. So how'd you transition from that? What'd you do next?
Man, I had to start working on the cool.
So you went back to working?
Yeah, I went back to working. I was doing the grills on the side. I had to just, which that's another thing you got to go through. Sometimes things might not move the way that you wanted to, so you start doubting yourself. I'm like, man, do I supposed to be doing grills though? Right. Like it is, this just something just to do now. Like you got to start. I need to go to school. That's what I did. I went to University of Phoenix to get my master's degree in business.
Okay.
So, but that was online, and at the time this was happening, that's when Tuck signed his $7.2 million deal with Universal. Okay. So I was out of town with Tuck, so I kind of left it. let's not forget the Duke of the South. Yeah, I was the Duke of the South, which still is the Duke, but you know, we was doing music. That's what happened. You know, we started doing the music and we was in and out of town, but the music wasn't paying me like that.
Okay.
So then I worked. I think that's what I did. I started working. That was before the second 303 Mall. I started working. That's where I met Charleston White.
Okay.
So that's crazy because it was like it just seemed like we was not in we just stood out too much. And I was like, man, we ain't here for a long time.
Y'all was the same job?
Yeah, we was in a training class together.
Okay.
So it was just like, I was looking at everything. I was like, nah, I know this is not what I need to be doing, Lord.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact. So I think I worked there for 2 weeks because I got one paycheck.
See what that check was like.
That was me. I can't have nobody telling me nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's just me. I can't tell. Don't tell me nothing at all. So that check is what I went to 303 Mall, and it was like 300 and something. And I went and got the booth and opened up, because first it was Grill Masters.
Okay.
And then I opened up K.D. Master Grills.
And that was across from Eargasm?
Yes.
Okay.
That's when that's where it all began right there, really.
Yeah.
I remember I had like I can't even tell you, it was just a little box.
I remember it. Man. I remember it. So, cause when I moved out here, when I was 17. I was working across from you at Eargasm. You like, man, KG, come work with me, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I was really into music. I was interning at Universal, so that made more sense. But to talk about what you were saying about how much money at that time you was making, I got some trouble with the laws.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get a job. Nobody would hire me.
Yeah.
And you were like, bruh, come work with me.
You'll love it here.
Bro, you'll love it. Before it was you love it here, you love it here, bro. Man, and I remember, to talk about what you said, I remember when I started working with you, bro, and I was making that much money, like cash. I called my mom. I said, Mom, I don't think we're fit to school. I don't think school's for me.
No,
She was like, boy, what you talking about? I said, Mom, we good.
That's a different ball game, man.
It's different. Bro, I was making so much money doing grills with you, bro. I had a roommate. Our rent was like $600. It was $600, 2-bedroom apartment, Arlington, 3-3, you know what I'm saying, car notes, whatever. I remember he got fired. Like, he ain't had no, I'm like, bro, we good. Yeah. We good, bro. I just kick it with me.
Yeah,
bro, we good. Like, I was paying everything, bro. Like, it was good, bro. But I do remember when the recession hit too.
Yes. I'm trying to think, when was 9/11? Because
that was 2001.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get back to it. That's what messed me and C-Mac up.
Oh, the first time?
Okay. The first time.
Was 9/11.
9/11.
Okay.
Yeah, after that, a lot of things went down from, that's what hit us.
So it's been a couple times. So 9/11 first sparked the industry for you guys. Yeah. Then it was the recession. Because the recession is when, I ain't gonna lie, like I was like, shit, I gotta go back to school.
Yeah.
I gotta go back to school. And that's when I ended up leaving and going overseas. And you're like, hey, you going to Afghanistan?
And while it was popping though.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Afghanistan, bro. Yeah, again, it was like, woo.
I was like, I felt like I was like, man, I'm a man, I'm gonna stand on mine, but I was like, y'all gotta respect KG. KG went out there right now.
Yeah, right.
Because it was going down at that time.
Yeah, it was in the heat, 2009. It was crazy out there. You know, our family's a praying family, bro.
Yeah.
But I never prayed so much in my life, bro.
Oof, I was praying for you.
Yeah, the whole time I was there, I wake up, pray. I would say Psalms 91, canopy protection, knew about heart, bro. I was praying every day, like, man, it was.
But you really held it up on that one, because you went out there like I wouldn't have did it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have like, the grillz.
Shit, I was broke.
I'll be a bouncer or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
a janitor around this thing.
Just had the baby. And then, you know, the recession hit, bro. So I had to do that. But don't talk about me though, man. We got to stay about it.
But nah, I respect you for that, KG. You did that.
Yeah, man. But even after that, so I was gone for 2 years, bro. Like, I was just trying to survive. So like during that time frame, bro, like, what were you doing then? Because that's when the recession really hit back home.
Yeah.
Were you still?
Man, I was still doing grills. I was just, it wasn't as it was before, but I was still doing grills. and around that time I was doing my music. Like I said it, and I give a lot of respect to Tuck, because when I fell off, Tuck had a mansion in Lake Ridge, and he moved me. He was like, man, bro, I got all these rooms, come in, you good. So, you know, Tuck looked out for me. And that's another thing with your foundation, having the right people around you.
Right.
You know, I didn't have them looking down at me like I wasn't, like, you know, oh man, you fell off this and that. It was just like, shoot, come on, man, we, you know, just get it back together. Right now, let's just do this. You figure it out. And Chuck was like, he always told me, man, you need to open up your own jewelry store. No, like, I don't got no money to open up no jewelry store. But then, I don't know, just the grace of God again, I started doing grillz, and then I ended up going to Big T, and it's crazy. I was working at Gym City. I started working at Gym City. That's when you see me with the coat and all that, fur and all that. I started working at Gym City, and that's what made me get more into jewelry versus just grillz. And that was another experience, you know. I started doing the grillz and the jewelry at Gym City, and then I left, and then I opened up K.D. Custom Jewelry. Okay. And then shoot, you know.
But let's talk about that. So people go through this a lot. So when you're doing your own thing, you're number one. But then when you went to Gym City, you're no longer number one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How did you mentally, you know, switch? Because you've been your own boss for so long that, you know, yeah, you're learning the game, but at the same time, at Gym City, at that time, you know what I'm saying, you were like the number two. Like,
yeah, well, to me, with Gym City, because it was Regal and Furman owned Gym City at first before they sold it to Lewis. Okay. So when I was working there, you know, there was some Hispanic guys. They didn't really like being in the spotlight. They like to be behind the scenes.
Working.
So I was in the front. You know, I'm rapping. I'm already knowing how to deal with people. We in Oak Cliff. Right. You know, so I didn't never feel like I was number one, because in my mind I'm running this, you know. And then at the end of the week, you know, I'm looking at my paycheck, so I'm cool. You know, I'm still making good money. So it wasn't never that. It was just really like, I'm here to learn, but I'm at the same time, I'm people getting a chance to meet me and talk to me, and I'm building a lot of foundation with a lot of different people and relationships. So that's what got me where I'm at. That's why I still to this day, you know, when I wake up, I'm like, dang, man, Gym City, you know, like, you know, that's
like a full circle.
Man, that's crazy. But that's all glory to God, though.
But how'd you even approach them? Because you've been doing your own thing for so long. What was that conversation like? Like, man, you know, I do K.D.s custom jewelry, but I want to work with you guys. Like, how was that conversation for you to get to Gym City?
When I was doing grillz, I needed help. Okay. So Regal was working at Redbird. Regal is Regal and Furman. I met Regal. When I met Regal, he was working at Redbird, but then they had a whole jewelry like a workshop in their garage.
I remember.
So, you know, I used to go to their house, and then they was like, man, we buying a jewelry store. They ended up buying a jewelry store at Big T. Okay. And then they didn't like talking. They don't like talking. They just like to sit back and chill. So at the time, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I left, remember we went to Six Flags.
Yeah, Six Flags one, yeah.
And then after Six Flags, after Six Flags, that's when I went to Gym City. And I just, you know, I was just talking to them. I'm like, man, they finna close Six Flags down. And they was like, now you can come up there if you want. And I was like, you know, what I'm gonna be doing? They were like, whatever you want to do, you know, you can work the front, whatever. So when I got there, it was just like instantly the first day, it just like it was just, it just in me, you know, it just in me to talk to people or whatever. So it just went from there. So I never felt like I was number two. You know, I always felt like I was number one. It was just like, I'm a brand myself, so really I'm helping them, because they knew, nobody know them, nobody knew Gym City. So that's the reason why I feel like it hit so hard, because it was like, oh, KD from Grill Master, oh, KD from K.D. Custom or Master Grills, and oh, now he got his own jewelry store. So everybody was feeling like, oh, that's his jewelry store. So everybody was coming there. You know, I felt like I put a dent in Dallas with Gym City, because it was black owned. Then Tuck just signed his deal. You know, we had K.D. and Tuck at Gym City, so we just went from there, really.
That's what's up, bro. And another thing you did, like, you branded yourself well, because even when you left Gym City, and opened up the spot in Arlington, which was just grills and custom jewelry. So you went from having a whole jewelry store to grills and custom jewelry. People still kept coming to you.
Yeah.
So what do you kind of like equate that to? Like people like, because what's crazy is people will come pull up on you anywhere and trust you enough to give you the money, not even knowing if they're gonna get their grill or product, whatever.
Yeah.
So like, what do you trust your branding up to? Like, because you created the names, people know like, I gotta go to K.D.s, I gotta go to K.D.s, I gotta go to K.D.s.
Just knowing, like I said, building that relationship. Like to me, when people meet me, they always on some, man, that's a cool dude.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like I give them that trust and vibe because I done seen, golly boy, I'm sorry, man, because I'm thinking about me going to, man, I went to a trap house and I didn't know it was a trap house.
Oh,
you know
you
what
gotta
I'm
tell
saying?
that story. You gotta tell that story, bro.
Man, okay. So we got the grills on wheels.
Grills on wheels.
You know, the grills on wheels.
Charge
so,
extra for the service, but
yes,
we do offer it.
Yes, and it's kind of more expensive now.
because a situation like this.
Yeah, this right here. So I had a partner of mine, D.D. He called me. I just got done. This when Princess Cuts. Everybody was getting the Princess Cut tabs on their teeth. So D.D. was like, that's like the new. That was before these.
Yeah.
So D.D. called me and he was like, man, I got some partners that's trying to get some diamond grills, and I knew that's where the money was at.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's cool, I'll pull up on you. Man, I go, it's a nice neighborhood, it's in Arlington, some nice apartments. I go in there, it's about, it was probably about 5 of them.
So it was a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, they were trapping out of a nice neighborhood. So I get there and it's like 5 of them.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to them. They was like, yeah, man, I want to get all 6 diamonds. I want to get 2 at the bottom. I'm over here. And in my mind, all I'm hearing is ching, 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 ching.
The money's
ching,
all
ching.
good.
It was going off.
You calculated your hair like
Man,
this.
I'm like, hell yeah. And I'm like, damn, for real? And I thank you, Lord. I needed this. So normally, because I get one person, like it was like, I'll do a diamond grill like one every 2-3 weeks or a month. And it was some good money in that. So I'm getting 5 at one time. So I go sit down on the couch and I'm going through my little backpack to get the stuff out. No, I didn't have no water. So I'm looking right in front of me. It's a kitchen, but you know, it's apartment, so it's a kitchen, and it's just like a little opening that you can see them. And I seen a dude doing this. It looked like he was washing dishes. I just seen this moving. So I just seen this moving, man. So
just
I'm
the
looking.
shoulder.
I'm like, all right, let me go and get some water. So I just hop up. I was like, let me get some water. I hit the corner. They done robbed some essays. I got the scoop. They robbed some essays.
Yeah.
It was some keys. I'm looking, it was just some keys. I ain't seen this since I was young, but besides the movie. So it was keys, and then they were cooking crack because they had the little cookies.
Yeah.
And normally I say you get like 1 or 2 cookies. Man, they had like 13 cookies stacked up. I'm looking, and then I'm looking at him when he was doing it. He was, he was locking it up. He was whipping it, locking it up. So I seen that, and my mind said, "Oh, hell no, hell no!"
Yeah.
So instantly, I got some water.
Start making it.
Man, I got the mixing. Normally when you do a grill, you mix just amount to do one person.
Right.
Because you don't want to mess up. That's how I know I'm a perfectionist when it comes down to doing the grills.
This is to make the impression, the mold of the of your teeth.
Because you got to put water in there, you got to mix it, and you got to hurry up and put it in because it's going to dry up. If it's too dry, you can't do it.
Right.
I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 niggas. I poured. I eyeballed the work. You know what I'm saying? So I mixed it up. I put everything out. I hold that up real quick. I'm trying to know I use gloves. I'm over here.
No gloves.
No gloves. I'm putting them all in their mouth.
So you did 5 molds at one time.
Man, at one time, and they all came out good.
Yeah.
So, because all I'm thinking is, Fed's finna kick in the dough.
Yeah.
The SA finna come back and come get their stuff.
Yeah.
Now, let me just say this real quick. There was 10 years ago or something like that. I don't recall or remember nobody's names. I don't know nothing. It was just some black dudes.
You don't remember the location?
Nothing. It was in Arlington. That's it. Arlington off of Lamar Street or something like that.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Allegedly.
Man, I did that. You know, I got up out of there, but that's just, you know, that's one of the main incidents that I remember. But I done pulled up to, you know, Deion Sanders' house. He had a house in Prosper, you know, a big mansion out there. I've been, you know, it's crazy because I meet people off the side of the freeway, and I don't care if you're black, white, Mexican, if you're alien, I don't give a damn. You know, I'm gonna make it work. But I do notice that people do trust me with money because it's always like it's never been a problem like on the price or something. You know, you probably have some people act a certain way, but then I talk to them and explain to them. But I really, as far as what I feel, is just the trust and the relationship and how you talk to people.
That's real, man. Bro, I remember, I gotta tell the story too, bro. I remember we was at Six Flags Mall. This was after Hurricane Katrina. If y'all from Dallas, y'all remember how when Hurricane Katrina happened, a lot of people from New Orleans migrated to Dallas. That's where they were offered to live. They're helping that. So we had an influx of customers.
Yeah, from the FEMA checks.
FEMA checks. So we had an influx of customers. And there was two instances, there's two times I was looking at K.D. like, yeah, I'm about to quit. I'm about to quit. First time, I'm gonna tell you a funny story, I'm gonna tell you a serious one. The first time, this dude came in, and his tooth was like this long.
And he ain't exaggerating. His tooth was he said he got hit in the mouth and his tooth was long. Like it was long. Like, let's just say this all your teeth right here. It was just one that was like this.
It was this long.
Really? I don't even know how he closed his mouth.
And it was dangling.
It was wiggling.
Yeah, it was wiggling. So I had to do the mold of his mouth because he wanted a new grill, a new permanent.
But he had a gold on the tooth.
Yes, he had a gold on the tooth. So I don't remove golds. That's I don't want to learn. I don't want nothing about that. So I called K.D. I said, K.D., this dude wants a gold tooth removed before he get his new teeth installed. He's like, bet I'm on the way. I ain't tell him nothing about the tooth though. So he came. And K.D. looked at his tooth, trying to keep a straight face on. He was like, okay. K.D. would do, I don't know if y'all can see me down here, but K.D. would do this.
Oh yeah, that's my sign right there. Like that's a.
When he do that, that means something's going on.
It's something going on. Or if I say that's not.
Yeah. So he did that. We went to the back. He was like, yeah, I don't know how we gonna do this. He was like, KG up with DJ on this. So I had to get a pair of tweezers. I had to hold his tooth from like the top.
Yeah.
Because you gotta peel. New Orleans gold is thin and it sticks to the tooth, so you gotta peel it off. So I'm holding, and I gotta hold it precisely because if he yanks it, the tooth coming with it. So I'm sweating, I'm holding it like this. KD peeled the tooth, his forehead is dripping sweat. I'm like, man, I don't know how we gonna do this. But KD's that good that he got the tooth off. But then the other problem was I gotta mold it. So when that mold dries up, it's hard. So sometimes you gotta yank it off. And I'm like, man, Lord, please.
Don't let this say.
Don't let this tooth come
out. I
out.
need to emphasize on how that tooth was wiggling. Like that tooth was so soft and wiggling. It looked like if I would have did this, it would have just came out. I don't know why he didn't do it.
Matter of fact, y'all seen boxing, how you go like this?
Oh yeah, that's how that tooth. That's how that
you
tooth.
Hit like that, it's gonna go like this, man.
That was crazy.
It was crazy, but we managed to do it. And the other part is he wanted 6 teeth and only had 2 teeth.
Yeah.
He was missing like all of these. He had one wiggling one and one good one.
And I still made it work.
We still made it work. Like, we make anything work, man. If I ain't gonna tell the second story because it was similar to his story, bro. And I don't even want to put myself in that mind frame again because I almost wanted to kill this old lady, man.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, the one who kept taking her goals out. For
yeah, man. I had to go to her house. Yeah. But anyways, bro.
Like K.D. gonna handle that.
Yeah, man. Boy, set me
show
up.
or something tonight.
It's almost set me up, man. But bro, I want to talk about, man. So 2-door Cavalier, bro. We had to talk about these L's. I'm sorry, bro, because it just shows how you've been able to withstand everything over the time.
Which one? The major one?
I mean, there's been multiple ones. So like K.D. used to rap, so he had an idea of hosting a concert in Odessa to kind of help get his name out as an artist and to brand the jewelry. it was so many issues with this. And at this time, like he was saying, he was investing everything into his business, so he really didn't keep money. So he put everything into this concert in Odessa. And what happened, bro?
Man. So I think I had $10,000 and I used it all. I even had to borrow some more money to get this, cause we had to get the tickets. I paid Tuck to come out there, cause like I said, Tuck just signed that deal. So we didn't do no paperwork. Me and Tuck didn't. And at the time, Tuck had to be, he just signed the university, so they had him moving around. He had to go to New York. So Tuck was supposed to be coming to the show, but he had to go to New York. For some, it was very important,
Right.
whatever it was. So I end up, it was supposed to be Tuck and Fat Bastard.
Yeah.
So we end up flying down there, and Tuck told me, like, bro, I am not gonna make it. So I told one of the dudes, I was like, say, Tuck ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to work around it. We'll just promote Fat,
Yeah.
We get to the radio station. Yeah, so we hear Tuck's not coming.
How does it get out?
How'd that get out? So I was like, Tuck coming, because I had to keep the game face on. Like, Tuck coming, it just he's gonna be coming from New York and this and that. So that, we get to the spot, they selling tickets out in the parking lot, we finna fight. It was just all kind of, I had to stop KG from beating somebody up. It was just, it was so much going on, but I took a loss. I took a loss, man. We came home and I just got on my knees and prayed, and I was like, man, I tried, Lord, so what's next? What we gonna do? And it's always, I think that what's so crazy, that following week somebody hit me up for a diamond grill. It just seemed like, and I bounced right back. It just always something.
That's how it happens. I remember you was in a rental, cause we used to go to Arkansas too. We had a lot of customers in Arkansas. We took a rental out to Arkansas, and I think we came back, but one time I didn't go. You ended up wrecking the car.
Oh yeah.
And you didn't get the insurance.
And then remember, my license was expired. And I damn near feel like he lost that business because of me, because he wasn't there no more, that Avis. But man, that was crazy. Once again, that was the grace of God, because I really supposed to have been dead. Like, I really should have died that day. But it was just that game, that mentality. Like, I was driving down the freeway, and it was a diesel on my right-hand side. He was in the middle lane, and there was a truck in front of me in the shoulder. It wasn't no shoulder lane. It was like they were just building, so it wasn't nothing for you to pull over. And it was a truck in front of me, and you know how they have I think it's the business, like when they roll up the carpet, like it's like a big carpet. Yeah. So they dropped it right in front of me. I'm talking about, I want to say nanoseconds. I was like, I'm talking about, it was like one car in front of me dropped, and we doing, like, I looked down, I was doing like 78. The diesel was on my right, so I couldn't go that way. I would have went up under the diesel. I couldn't go towards the left because it wasn't no room. And I couldn't slam on the brakes. Even if I slammed on the brakes, I still would have hit it, and I know that car was gonna flip. So I remember it just seemed like everything went slow for a minute. And I just looked to the side, I seen the diesel, I was like, nah, I can't fit up under there. I looked, I said, nah, you can't. And I was like, you know what, I probably can, but I'm just gonna, I'm finna scrape all of this up, but that's cool, I'm gonna live. So I yoked the car, and when I looked at it, the wall was like, I remember the side mirror was like that close to the wall. And I'm like, oh no, I got it. So I whipped back. And when I did that, the car started doing this. It started sliding, and I started going up under the diesel. So I threw it to the left, and the car kept doing this, going down the freeway, damn near 80 miles per hour. So the car doing this, and I finally slid, and I hit the side of the wall, the back of it. And in my mind, I was, oh, thank you, Lord. I was like, damn, how I got out of that. And I didn't, in my mind, I'm not really understanding how serious it was till it was a family in a van behind me. When I looked, they came out running. They all ran to me. So that would really let me know, like, I'm like, I'm trying to be cool.
You was cool though.
Yeah, I was cool. The car was just messed up in the back. So they ran, that dude came over, he was like, oh my God, I thought you was gonna flip over. I was like, nah, ain't no flipping here. I got some things to do, baby. I got some things to do. So yeah, man, and it was so crazy because that dude let me slide. I remember I kept the car for like an extra 2 weeks. It was new. So
Yeah, it was
I
a new
couldn't-
Buick. That thing was
yeah,
nice. I remember like it was yesterday, white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big body too.
So I don't know what ever happened. I really don't know nothing else that happened on that. I just know he ain't there no more.
Yeah.
And he let me get it without a license. So
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on, but that just kind of shows you, man, like when you're destined for something, bro, like there's nothing that could really take you off that path, you know, as long as you stay focused.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of other stuff that, you know, that doesn't happen.
we got to keep certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
things didn't happen that I done fell off and it ain't never, to me, it ain't never been nothing on my behalf besides taking a chance like the show. But I done had a situation that I fell off and I had to call KG for Pampers and wipes, and I was like, bro, I don't even know how to ask you this.
Yeah.
But I need to get some wipes. I just had Heavenly. But man, like I said, that's the grace of God, because I remember I told God, I was like, Lord, you know, please, you know, it's not about me no more, because I done slept in the car. You know, we can get back to that real quick. When I fell off, I was sleeping in my car, and then I'll spend the night over C Money House. Well, nobody knew I was really homeless on the cool. Like, nobody knew I was homeless. It was just that how I did it, man, you know, because I'll go to the gym and I'll work out for a little bit and I'll take a shower there. I have my clothes in the trunk. Then certain days I'll be like, say, C Money, can I spend the night? Let me just spend the night. And then I was spending the night over different people's house. So it kind of, nobody really knew.
Right.
But man, it never was like, to me, I never looked at it like, I just felt like it was just a season. Like I just knew that cloud was over me, and I was like, man, it's gonna shine sooner or later. One day. But
Shit, we here.
yeah, we here now.
We here,
And we
bro.
just started though. That's the thing, man. All glory to God though. We just starting.
So one question I get a lot at the shop, man, is like, how do you make grills? How do you get in a jewelry game? Like, how do you do custom jewelry? And for me, it was easy because family business, so I just slid in with you, bro. But what advice would you give somebody who want to start doing grills or jewelry, et cetera? Like, what would you tell them?
I mean, really, because I have people ask me that a lot of times. They tell me they want to come and be up under my wing or
mentor them, et
yeah.
cetera.
It ain't that easy, especially my formula. It's not that easy for that, and the reason why is because the way I move, and I move a certain type of way, and I think that's best for my safety.
Right.
But we was planning on doing the seminar, and we'll give people the game of how to get into it, because you know they ain't gonna teach us this, man. It's just, man, like I said, it's the grace of God that I end up getting. I didn't go to school for this, you know. I didn't go to school to do none of this. So it's really a family, which like I told you, is Regal and Furman, and now it's Lewis, you know, because Lewis is, you know, a major part of all this with the Gym City and everything that's going on right now. But y'all just have to stay tuned, man. They gotta stay tuned to the seminar, because I can't, you know, you have to pay. You have to pay to learn the information, but I definitely promise you it's gonna be worth it though.
Yeah.
And it's up to you, because I have a couple of friends that's actually doing the grills and stuff out of town, and what they do, they'll do the mold and send it to me, and I send it back. If they got a custom order, they'll send it to me, and I send it back. I had one person, which I'm not knocking you, like if you want to go all the way in and buy machines and do all that stuff, that's cool, you know. I just feel like I got the cheat code to skip all of that and save you money. I had somebody do that, and I gave him I gave him everything wholesale. But in his mentality, he was like, if I'm getting it wholesale, what you getting it for? Yeah. So, and he went ahead and bought some stuff. He didn't know what to do, and he ended up having to close shop because he took it on his own, and it's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not that easy. I promise you, it took me 20 years to get to where I'm at right now, and I've been in it.
Yeah. Some people have the wrong mentality though. Like they're more worried about, like you said, what you making opposed to what they could be making.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like you said, you've been doing it for so long. Like shit, you paid for all that knowledge, experience, and all that. So let me say this: if one person did it his way, right, and wanted to learn or wanted to do it from scratch, How much money does it take to start a jewelry business?
Now,
Doing custom grills.
Okay, now let me ask you this.
Okay.
Are you referring to a jewelry store or just making grills?
Let's do both. How much does it take to open up a jewelry store, and how much does it take to open up a grill business?
If you want to do, I would say if you're trying to just do grills, like let's just say you're just doing grills, I want to say probably about 30,000.
Okay, and that's to get the equipment.
That's for the equipment, but then you still got to go through the steps of learning how to do it. You know,
And still buy the gold for each.
yeah, like, and then you're gonna make mistakes, and when you make mistakes, you take losses with mistakes.
You're gonna lose some gold.
Yeah, you're gonna lose gold and stuff. So I would say probably like 30 on just trying to do grills on your own. But I don't know as far as the knowledge. I can't tell you who's gonna teach you how to do it, how much that costs. But a jewelry store.
Jewelry store. Cause you got both.
Man,
So
a jewelry store, I would say at least 500,000, at least. And that's just putting a couple things just to make it. And really, man, let me take that back, because I'm just thinking about inventory.
yeah.
Them showcases, them showcases expensive. If you get something, because 9 out of 10 times, if you have a jewelry store, you're gonna have to follow the protocols and everything that the insurance wants you to have. You got to get bulletproof windows on the showcases so nobody can do the smash and grab. The safe by itself is like, I think the safe by itself between 13 to 16,000 just for the safe. The showcases, each one of the showcases, like 3,500.
It's already adding up right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that, I think the K.D. Custom Jewelry, we have 5.
We got 5.
We have 5 there, and then Gym City has like 12.
Damn.
And then them lights that's hanging up there, those are expensive. Cameras, it's just a lot.
Security.
So yeah, you probably gonna, I would say, really, man, you're gonna probably be around like 700. Probably 700. I would say that.
So 30,000 on the low end to start a jewelry business from scratch. Grill business from scratch, and then 700,000 minimum for a jewelry shop.
Yeah. Or
Yes, all alternative.
or you can just come to the seminar and just come get, the knowledge that I can teach you, a way that you, like I said, I got the cheat code, so you don't have to go through all that.
Right.
I'll teach you a way that you can make your money without having to put money really in it. You just have to pay for the seminar and like the kit that I'm
The
gonna send
wholesale
you.
stuff, yeah.
And then you can save up your money to do it, and I'll do all the hard work till you
Until
get to a
then.
point that you feel like you're ready.
Yeah. Matter of fact, what Jay-Z said, he said, don't quote me, I might be a little wrong. I'm paraphrasing. He said, Hove did that, so you don't have to go through that.
Yeah.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you went through all the hard lessons,
Man.
you know what I'm saying? So y'all don't have to go through that. Y'all could just go through the seminar. So everybody asked me, like, man, how I get in the grill business? And I was like, say, man, this is how you get this, how you get in the grill business. You do the seminar, or you can contact us about, wholesaling. You got to buy the kit up front, though.
Yeah.
Buy the kit up front.
And it's simple. It's a simple process to do it. It just, man, really, like I tell people, it's all about what's in you. Like, it ain't gonna happen overnight. You're gonna have to have patience. But if you out there and you a hustler, you don't get out there and do it. It's simple to me.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Man, I feel like we're gonna need like a 2-part to this interview. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a 2-part. Cause we got something special coming too. So we are gonna do a second part. Cause we got something special coming. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is, but if y'all are avid COSIGN fans, readers, listeners, I'll give y'all this little secret. We did it at the beginning of when I started COSIGN. We did something really special. So we're gonna run that back, and we'll do that with a part 2 of the interview. So I'm gonna leave this one with some motivation, KD. So, man, like I said, you taking financial losses, physical losses, lost, your mother.
Yeah.
You bounce back every time. That's one thing I can say about you and about us as hustlers, bro. Like, we gonna lose it. It's inevitable in the game over time, but can you get it back?
Man, and that's where your heart at. Cause I would really say this though. Everything that was going on at the time of my mom fighting for her life, And I'm seeing the people turn their back on me, the ones that I love and do the most for, and I really had that really opened up my eyes for a lot of things. And I feel like I was going through like a depression at a time that I didn't know, I didn't even want to be here.
Yeah.
You know, really, losing my mama, me and my mom were so close. Y'all see, like, if y'all follow me, I'm always spoiling my mom, treating her, shit, that's my queen, you know. But it was so much that was going on with dealing with my mom losing her life, and then my personal life, and seeing how the truth came out to a lot of things for me to really open up and see what was going on.
Yeah.
But that was a blessing though, because as soon as all this happened, it was just like a shower of blessings start coming left and right, left and right, left and right. So like my advice to anybody, and I don't care what it is, man, keep God first. I don't want to speak to be too religious, but it is a God, and I don't care if you're a Muslim, Buddhist, Christian, whatever. Just speak it into the universe and always think positive. When you thinking negative and always speaking negative, that's how all that shit started coming at you.
Yeah.
Speak positive and just go with that. And I feel like it's been working for me, and I don't have no complaints, bro. I promise you I don't got no complaints, man.
Facts, bro. For KD from a two-door Cavalier to multiple jewelry shops to now my guy's super successful, man. You know what I'm saying? He feeds a lot of people, looks out for a lot of people. Super loyal, man. I appreciate you spending the time, bro. Like I said, we want to do a 2-part interview. So many stories we have to tell, you know what I'm saying? We have to make it like a little series of our own or something,
Yeah,
bro.
for real.
So many things where we can talk about that we've been through, but man, it's to overcome, bro. And I appreciate you sharing your story, because like I said, I know you recently went through a lot, losing your mother, personal relationships, bro. But one thing I commend you for is you grind through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You grind through it.
Yeah.
And look at it now, bro.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
It was so crazy. It just started though.
Just started.
It's so much it's so much coming, man. Y'all just stay tuned with the COSIGN. Y'all keep following K.D. Custom Jewelry. Follow Gem City Custom Jewelry. And man, y'all just prepare for the ride, man, because it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. And before we get out, if y'all need custom jewelry, need a grill, support a minority-owned business, Black-owned, Panamanian-owned. How can any of y'all say y'all have a black jeweler or a black, custom jeweler? There's not that many out there, so, and the quality is there. We wouldn't co-sign or support it, even though it's my family. We wouldn't co-sign or support it if the quality wasn't there. So anything y'all need, special someone, engagement ring, wedding ring, we can handle all that as well. So make sure you follow K.D.s Custom Jewelry, Gem City Jewelry, and as always, continue the COSIGN life. We're gonna do the Diamond Edition Part 2 coming up soon as well. So
You did.
peace.
Hey guys, what's good? Thanks for supporting COSIGN Magazine by watching this video. If you really enjoyed this content, please subscribe, like, comment, and share.